Hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco and Rosh are here, and we are continuing Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Then?
Did you?
Now that we know more, we should probably take another look at a few things.
Agreed. The luminous cloth, the elves, and the lamps. I think all three might merit a second glance.
Why are they in the castle? More to the point, why were they hidden inside the castle? Something stinks. And it's not all this cream that's gone bad. It's scone.
We should look over the scene again and see if we can uncover anything new.
Oh, the idea of being in a room full of rancid cream.
Ugh.
Ugh. A rotten milk smell, but all with, like, sweet.
Ugh. Oh, well.
Huh.
I don't
I'm
see
sure it's
anything
just
out of
juice.
place.
Nah, don't even bother looking at that. Like, what's the point?
I think we could tell Scone that ketchup and cream isn't a very good mix.
Ugh. Especially when the cream's going off.
Let me just check the other side of the room first, just in case there's anything else.
Yeah, something interesting, you know?
Yeah. It's a cute little elf made of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. The fabric above it and the other decorations around it really add to the dreamlike atmosphere. Stare at it for too long and we might end up getting swept up in the fantasy ourselves.
Yeah, and our job is to stay right here in reality and get to the bottom of all this. Nobody's getting swept up in any flights of fancy on my watch.
Hate to have him at the LARP session.
Sorry. Alright.
Sorry, I looked at the teapot again and I was like, God, I want it.
Okay, Sook. I would assume maybe the bash. Okay. Crime scene notes?
Gotta be, right?
Nah.
Ugh. I guess we just have to examine it. Something these decorations go against. It's the, Sorry.
The doors look nicely decorated now thanks to the beautiful cloth around it. A cloth which we found inside the castle.
A welcoming doorway makes a welcoming home. That's just common sense for us detectives.
There's a man who just trampled all over the castle's entranceway. But I'll hold my tongue for now. You were gonna say?
No, he said something like it's something to do with the decorations, and it's because in the rules of the competition, you can't use things that aren't confectionery. So it'll be the logic, connection thing.
Oh, wait. Well, we could probably connect these two.
You'd hope so.
The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high.
It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that.
And yet... when you opened the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine.
Yeah, they were sturdier than expected.
Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. I think we better take another look at those handles, don't you?
What the?
I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy.
It's not just the handle. The whole castle. The little elves. They're all just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top.
Dun dun dun!
Boom, 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 boom. What? So none of this is confectionery art after all?
No, it's simply made to look like candy, with the cream having been added to lend it all an air of authenticity.
Surely now you can do it. I guess not. I was so sure that would be it.
Well, it gave us another clue that we needed. Wait, oops. Pretty sure we have everything we need unless we're missing something.
Maybe. There's probably something we've not looked at, or someone we've not spoken to. Also, I had to look it up because I don't use the... Oh! Not look there. I don't use the disgusting barbaric Fahrenheit system, so 20 degrees, yeah. I have nothing against Fahrenheit. I just wanted
No,
to
that's valid.
just wanted to piss some people off.
Yeah, we
Comment
should all
below
be
if you
using
hate what I
Kelvin.
said. We could try it.
Yeah, we have plenty of life. Yeah, yes.
You got plenty of life.
Take a look at the list of rules for the contest, Detective.
Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration.
That means the salt lamps and the luminous cloth would both have been against the rules.
Okay, now we can... Okay. Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle?
I think we need to dig a little further into this with Miss Scone before we can say for sure.
Gotta be those two.
So, not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. Miss Scone made a mockery of the rules.
Despicable.
Yeah. Guess she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now.
And why is it so warm in here? Do you think it's got something to do with all this? 20 degrees, that's a summer day in Glasgow. Oh, try to say Glasgow in that fake accent. It's really hard.
That's a good question. I think we better go ask Miss Scone herself. Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set up to 68 degrees?
Because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? And besides, being chilly's no good for a girl. If I want to keep my fresh-faced complexion, I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know?
Do you really, though? That's what I'd like to know.
It's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie.
But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. And whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees, or it starts to deflate.
Is that so, dearie? Well, silly me, eh? I've only gotten made a oopsie.
You really didn't know that?
World-class confectioner, my foot.
Not only did she break the rules by using fake candy, she's ignorant of basic facts about her supposed craft. Miss Scone grows more mysterious by the minute.
Bummer, guys. You need to do a 4-hour video essay on her.
I'm ready to listen.
I've got a lot of drawings to do.
See, maybe we...
So all the so-called confectionery in this room is fake?
Taking it so personally.
Yep, the woman's a crook and a phony.
There's something I still don't understand, though. This is a high-profile international contest. Why employ methods that were so obviously going to be found out? Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Maybe she foolishly thought she could get away with that. Or...
think I'm starting to see what she was trying to do. I have pieces in my head. I just need to put them together.
Okay. Lack of knowledge can... Blood Force trauma and lack of knowledge would go together. Now that I think of it.
Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is treated. And she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize.
yeah, not how I'd picture a top pro acting. Does she maybe lack a little confidence, or...
Or is she actually not a confectioner at all? Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have her word for it that she went into that room to do some research.
Wait, you mean... Maybe she went in there to commit a murder?
There's no way of saying for certain just yet. But she is hiding something. That much I'm certain of. No. It looks like there's still something here to do.
My shoes are already covered in cream. I wouldn't go any closer, unless you want the same thing to happen to you.
We've seen what's behind those doors, and there's really no need to look again.
Open them and Vorp armor came out again.
The lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs are smashed. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke in the floor? Look, there's a red stain on the one on the left.
That's not just a stain, that's...
Yup. It's blood, alright.
Huh, I wonder why that didn't... What? What?
Why is there blood on this lamp? Could have something to do with why its bulb is broken. We'd better take a closer look at the other one, too. So, Miss Scone had actually intended to use these lamps in her display.
Then why were they stashed inside the castle?
Maybe because they're broken?
Except, there's plenty of other places she could have put them.
The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes?
Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in a forest. We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt. And we found blood on one of the lamps, which has a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp not have been the murder weapon?
For sure. It could definitely do enough damage to kill someone.
You, science guy. Did you finish analyzing the blood from the lamp yet?
Yes, sir. Just got done a minute ago, sir. The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it.
There you have it.
So, the murder weapon was hidden in Miss Scone's room. I'm beginning to think we may need to add her to our list of suspects. Yay!
Station complete.
That's enough investigating for now, don't you think?
Yes, we certainly found plenty of interest. Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would have surely found the murder weapon when he searched this room. And yet, he didn't arrest Miss Scone. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to.
Oh god, let's talk to him.
Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Karma.
Me too. Him. And Scone.
How could you, Batty Bumpkin? Stop staring at me like that!
It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us?
Of course, dear. Where are we off to?
To find Mr. Von Karma.
December 24th, 8:05 p.m. Contest venue. Mountain room.
Oh, that sounds as horrifying. Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's alright.
Tis. Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon?
We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person of interest.
Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroa is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain.
How can you be so sure of Mr. Tangaroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume, for why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room.
Of course I do, and I'll be delighted to share it with you.
Get him, Gregory.
Play his ass.
Tangaroa killed Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon? Considerably less so. And that is why there is no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect.
So it's your assertion that Mr. Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room?
It is indeed. But it is more than an assertion. It is a fact, based on my own investigation.
You mean you have proof that he did so?
I don't need any such thing.
What?
I can't make my tuts come across, so I have to kind of say them, sorry.
Tisk. If you have a rebuttal, I'd be happy to hear it.
Moody Mike.
But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic.
Dramatic ass.
Tangaroa killed Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder.
So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scone's room back to his own?
Indeed. He prepared it beforehand, knowing it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost.
But we found the lamp in Miss Scone's room. Surely this casts Miss Scone herself in a suspicious light.
Perhaps if you would let me finish. Now, as I was saying. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done.
You were talking about the lamp made of rock salt that was hidden inside the candy castle, correct?
Yes, was very much like the rock salt parents would have on table at dinner. We would all lick the lamp. We loved it.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Precisely. I was the one who found it. So be grateful. It is thanks to me you even have such a vital piece of evidence.
What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me asking?
Wanted to feel like princess.
Oh, well, that's understandable.
Good point. Maybe you just wanted to see what it was like in there? I forgot he sounded like that.
Fools! You think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are an incompetent lot, so I investigated it myself.
Well, can't argue with him there.
Yeah.
But I had nothing to do with the initial investigation.
That's right. Detective Bad wasn't a part of this investigation until very recently.
If you want my trust, detective, you'll have to earn it. And a good first step would be to stop wasting my time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious.
But he came under suspicion anyway due to the body being in his room. So why?
Would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can hold still and stay. Now let me finish!
If only I could say the same to you.
A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon? Considerably less so.
So, you think he hid the body in the chest, but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene?
Yes, he foolishly believed his own creation to be the perfect hiding place.
I'm sorry. I had to help myself.
I think you mean you couldn't help yourself, no?
She doesn't seem very sorry to me.
Santa objects as well.
In any case, the weapon was taken away, while the body remained at the scene of the crime. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect.
But if there's no proof, how can you say for certain that Mr. Tangaroa is the culprit?
Tisk. Is that the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here. The presence of the body in Tangaroa's room is in itself proof enough of his guilt.
And you didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible suspects. Perhaps you should take another look. You might...
Up, do you? There is no need to take another look. Tangaroa is guilty. End of story. If you insist on asserting otherwise, then show me some proof to back up your ridiculous claims.
I have to think back over the scene of the crime. If Mr. Tangaroa really isn't guilty, there must be something that points to somebody else.
Yeah, well, I want to.
Okay, so let's see. Frost with one of the glow salt lamps in order to frame her.
You look at our evidence again.
Yeah. Our donut. The excellent teapot. Was...
Maybe, but nobody could find out who they belonged to, right? They didn't. Yeah, they didn't leave prints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seal found the body. The body itself. What did it say? I mean, the closest one does seem these, but since there are no prints on them...
Yeah. I mean... He's just going to refute this, so it can't be the salt lamp, but the only thing is that, like, the salt lamp belonged to her.
Yeah.
And nobody else had, like, fake... decorations.
Yeah.
Unless we find out later that they do, but maybe no, that's a stretch.
Well, I mean, stretches work in Ace Attorney games sometimes.
True. Wait, is that the same cloth that's on the victim?
Oh. Oh. Oh wait, Huh, maybe it is. Maybe that's it. Good
Hey.
catch. Let's try it.
Objection!
You're right!
Are you fucking serious?
Damn, that was a really good catch! It's true that the murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime. But something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. And the cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scone's room?
What's that, dearie? Oh, one of my lovely colorful cloths? At the scene of the crime, you say?
Luminous cloth. Nonsense. I see no light to speak of. I guess he doesn't know how it works.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent. And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful time zone wherever you are, and as always, please do take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo!
Cheery.